Jesus, could you show me your fire and your smoke? Or maybe like Moses, you could give a magic cloak. Just something to know you're there. What am I supposed to do when days turn into weeks and seasons of waiting, and I don't hear you speak like we did when we were becoming friends? Is it you, or is it me? Did you get hurt when I doubted you last week? Maybe I'm numb, but I still believe that you forgive, even though I'm wondering, 'cause we got roots like
country lanes and coastal plains, endless views that we're passing through, making our way to a distant place, just us two, somewhere new. We watch the sky fade into the night. With you, my arms, nothing can go wrong. We'll fall asleep on a starlit beach, just us two, somewhere new. Somewhere new. Just us two. I'll follow you to somewhere new. Somewhere new. It's only a lifetime, we can't wait. Drown out the sound until it's too late. But don't be proud, bull hunting you down. You hide in the alleys, but it finds you out. Covered in crimson, head to toe. You live for the chase, but you act like you don't. So don't be proud. Don't be proud. You got lost in that life. So grit your teeth and twist the knife. Or let it slide. Bell ringing.
Miles and miles under clear blue skies. We drive straight as an arrow flies. Nowhere to be, no dreams to chase tonight. We've got time to waste, let's waste it right.
Jesus, could you show me your fire and your smoke? Or maybe like Moses, you could give a magic cloak. Just something to know you're there. What am I supposed to do when days turn into weeks and seasons of waiting, and I don't hear you speak like we did when we were becoming friends? Is it you? Or is it me? Did you get hurt when I doubted you last week? Maybe I'm numb, but I still believe that you forgive, even though I'm wondering, 'cause we got roots.
Country lanes and coastal plains, endless views that we're passing through, making our way to a distant place, just us two, somewhere new. Watch the sky fade into the night. With you, my arms, nothing can go wrong. We'll fall asleep on a starlit beach, just us two, somewhere new. Watch the sky fade into the night. With you, my arms, nothing can go wrong. We'll fall asleep on a starlit beach, just us two, somewhere new. Watch the sky fade into the night. With you, my arms, nothing can go wrong. We'll fall asleep on a starlit beach, just us two, somewhere new. Just us two, I'll follow you to somewhere new, somewhere new.